Hi, I'm Sandra Parker. What happens when we don't listen to the signals from our body that tell us that we're on the verge of growing? What happens when we ignore signal anxiety, when we ignore vulnerability? These racing minds, they're skittering all over. We need them to actually be in here and feel, really feel what it feels like. And I also need to say that the way that we do this is critical. We need to bring three things to this level of awareness and experience. We need to bring warmth. We need to bring a real quality of interest, and we need to bring non-judgment. Now, just so happens, warmth, interest, non-judgment, they spell win. I think that's just fantastic and silly, and I love it. You win when you're warm, interested, and non-judgmental as you bring this quality of attention to your body. And so you think about what warmth is. Warmth is a feeling, it's a temperature. You know it when you see it, you know it when you feel it. And you bring that. It's kind of like a softness. It's a sound in the voice. It's a way of holding yourself as you're listening. Interest is a kind of a curiosity. It's not kind of like way back here. It's a kind of leaning in. It's like, no, really, tell me more. I want to know. Right? And non-judgment, absolutely essential. We are not going in there ready to go, oh my God, you're so tense, that's a disaster. All right? Because you might find out that you're so tense, right? You might very well find out that as you tune in, it'll even get worse. This is one of the reasons why people don't go into the body. People are quite reasonable. They stay out of these places because it's uncomfortable, and actually sometimes it even gets worse. Let me tell you. You're feeling really bad. You're sucking it up. You're walking down the hallway and you're thinking you're doing okay, and a dear friend says to you, hi, how are you? And you go, oh, fine, fine, fine. And your dear friend says to you, how are you really? And boom, out come the waterworks, okay? You were holding it together, but somebody really, really wanted to know, and all of a sudden, there was more there than you thought, right? Well, when you come home to the body and you really want to know, you know, it might actually get worse at first. And people so don't want to have that experience. It frightens them. It's like, oh my God, it's going up. It's going to go up forever. I'm going to explode with this, right? I'm going to be the first exploding person since X-Files, okay? It's a splat on the walls, right? I won't be able to contain this, right? Well, the fact of the matter is, just like when your friend asked you how you were and you had that rising up of the feeling and it came out, what happened right after that? What happened right after that? Do you remember? You felt better. It came down. So if you'll ride this with me, if you'll go with me on this and give yourself the opportunity to tune in, yeah, you might have this unpleasant increase in your arousal, in your anxious state, in your discomfort for a bit. But then it will come down, and then it will release. And then there you are, home. And nobody died. There you are. I just want to add, that's so much of what happens in people's moving away from their experience is about a kernel of something true. People aren't silly or bad or wrong or crazy to move away from themselves in their vulnerability. Yeah, they're blocking their growth, and they don't even really know it. But they're doing what makes sense to them. Their bodies are giving them instruction to move away, and if they come towards, the experience might get temporarily worse. And they don't necessarily know that it will come down. They haven't had that experience. So we really are doing what we think works better. We'll just kind of keep it at a high plateau. At least it doesn't go up, right? Because I don't know. I mean, maybe if it goes up forever. So we'll just kind of keep it there, right? So this is very brave to actually risk just taking that barrier off, letting yourself really feel what you feel. It will go up. And then finding out that what goes up comes down. These are beautiful, forgiving bodies. What goes up comes down. Goes up, it goes down. Goes up, it goes down. goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down, and you don't have to leave. You don't have to go away.